Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am unboxing a Lutsenko porcelain art doll, and I just have to say this is the most money I've ever paid for a doll. People always want to know how much stuff costs. This doll was 2 payments of $2,800, so you can do the math yourself there and figure that out. But I really wanted to get one. You know, I fell in love with the Lutsenko dolls when I saw them at my friend Carrie's house when I was over in England back in October. And I got home and somebody, a very kind soul, let me adopt a resin Lutsenko, which I will compare the two at the end of this video. But I also wanted to order a porcelain one because while I was on that trip, you know, I saw the whole porcelain doll making process through Ana Salvador, and I was like, I really want to add some more porcelain BJDs to my collection. And so that's how we wound up here. Now, when I ordered the doll, I was told she would be ready around April or May, and she was ready around May. She was shipped. She took about a month to get here, and then I was out of town, so she arrived while I was not at home. So I have been so looking forward to getting her open. It's funny because my friend told me she's got a porcelain Lutsenko too, and she said that it was the biggest doll box she ever received in her life, and it is pretty massive. It's American Girl is comparable in size, but you know, this is not that sort of doll. This isn't a play doll. This is definitely an art doll. So I am so thrilled to get her open. So she's packed in like a styrofoam. I'm trying to decide the best way to do this because she is very fragile. Well, she's probably not like very fragile, but in my mind, porcelain is really fragile. But I think that's because, and I've said this before in other videos I've made about porcelain art dolls, I think that's because I'm used to, when we were kids, there were all these cheap, mass-produced porcelain dolls that came out of China, and they were very poorly made, and they were not made of good quality porcelain, and they were very fragile. Wow, you can see how this is packed, because this was a long trip over from Russia. The artist is Russian, so there's a lot of styrofoam here, but very well carefully packed. And I would say that they have this whole process of packing and shipping these porcelain dolls down to a science, because they've, you know, done so many of them. And I doubt, with something that takes this amount of work and effort, I doubt very much they leave anything to chance as far as anything getting damaged. So let's try. There's a little box here at the top, which I'm gonna guess is gonna be some accessories or something. I'm glad I brought my scissors for this today, because I had a feeling I was gonna need them. But I'm just like, I've seen pictures of her because they were shared via a reel on their Instagram, and let's get rid of some of this stuff, shall we? They were shared via a reel on their Instagram, so I have seen her, and she's absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Like, and so I know in person she's gonna be even more so beautiful. Like, I'm just so thrilled. So thrilled. All right, let's get to it. So as I'm finally revealing the box here, we've got on the front taped a certificate of authenticity from Anastasia and Sergey Lutsenko. And then on the back, a ball jointed porcelain doll, 48 centimeters, removable wig made of natural wool. So here we finally have the box. So let me clean the table up so that I'm not opening this girl in a table full of filth. We got the table cleaned off, and now I'm finally ready to reveal this girl. I have not looked at her yet. I am waiting because I want to open her in a beautiful, oh my gosh, just the reveal here of her face. She is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And I'm just touching the porcelain. It's so cool to the touch. Porcelain just has this feel about it. It's just so cool and earthy. I don't know if that's the way you would describe touch, but I don't know how else to say it. Like, it's just such a cool feeling. Wow, she's so gorgeous. She is so beautiful. So I'm going to, so we've got her taped in here. I think maybe her wig is what's taped down, or maybe it's just some tape. So I kept my scissors just in case, because I wasn't sure what this was going to look like when she was opened. Oh my word. She is so gorgeous. And I'm trying to remember, I might have ordered her actually before I was offered the resin one for sale, because you're going to see they look very similar, like in coloring and everything else, and it was just like a lucky shot. So they're very complementary to each other the way that they look, because ordinarily I would order two dolls that looked a lot different from the same artist, but I think that I had already ordered her, and then I got offered the resin girl, and they just happened to be like, they could be sisters. So the size is much different on them though. So this is 48 centimeters, and oh my gosh. And she has inset eyes. So not all of their porcelain dolls have inset eyes. Some of them do have painted eyes. So that's just something to be aware of. That's something that I actually didn't realize. I was talking to my friend Carrie, because we were looking at we were studying the reel of this doll when it was posted, and she kind of said like, oh, your doll has inset eyes, and I'm like, I didn't even realize that some of them had painted eyes. They do such a good job. Like, everything is so realistic and so masterfully crafted. They have one of those viral videos, you know, you see sometimes those of us in the doll community, when a doll making video goes viral, like outside of the doll making community, and they have one of those where people are just like, wow, it's so realistic, you know. And I know that normally I don't go for the realistic dolls. That's kind of been something of a thing for me, but gosh, I just could not. The beauty that they have is so, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, it's amazing. So yeah, wow. I'm totally a porcelain BJD convert, by the way, because I was very afraid to get them for a very long time, and then I got gifted that wonderful group of porcelain dolls from Muñecas, and that just kind of like, you know, really changed my whole perspective on it. And now I have several porcelain BJDs, and I love them. And I would say, if you have the opportunity to get a porcelain artist BJD, I would take the opportunity, because yeah. Okay, so here, oh, wow, she's heavy too, very heavy. I'm trying to decide. I'm going to put the box here so I can unwrap her shoes. I can see her shoes through her wrappings. They, like I said, they have done this enough times. They know how they have to wrap their dolls. I'm wondering if I should have left the foam up here just to unwrap her with. Let me see if it comes out of the box. It does not. I'm going to put a little piece of foam here to lay her head against while I get her out of her bubble wrap shroud here. So, oh my gosh, I just can't wait. Like, I can't wait to reveal all the bits and pieces. And it's so expertly wrapped, and it needs to be, right? This was traveling a long way. It's an expensive doll. You definitely don't want something like this to get damaged in shipping, because not only was it expensive for me to pay, but the artists have put so much work into this doll. Like, you don't want to waste all those hours. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. You don't want to waste all those hours of hard work and effort on their side by having a doll get damaged during shipping. So let's see, I'm gonna kind of like clip away at this. Ooh, she's bending a little bit there. Not bending, but I mean, she's jointed, so it's okay for her to bend. Come on. Wish I had a magic wand. Just magic wand open. All right, we're getting there, we're getting there. Another nice thing about porcelain is that because the paint is baked in, you don't have the issue of like scratched face ups and stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, her face. Oh, look at her face. Jeez. Wow. Her face is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Like I was saying before I got blown away by her face, you don't have to worry about like scratching the face up because it's baked into the porcelain basically. Like they fire it and bake it in. Oh my word, she's on another level. Wow, that face is incredible. Wow, wow, wow. Just stunning. And now I have just revealed a hand. Look at the hand. Look at how delicately that hand is painted, sculpted. I love the size. One of the things I really like about Lutsenkos is that the size are proportional, because a lot of times you get dolls and when they're meant to be not proportional, that's one thing. So, you know, I love the Stella family of dolls. They're meant to have disproportionate hands and feet. That's the whole idea. That's part of their charm. But sometimes you'll get a doll that's actually not meant to be disproportionate, and it's fine, but I really like when they're in proportion really well. Like, I feel like a lot has gone into the thought of the sculpt here. Look at that. Gosh, she's so gorgeous. How is this doll mine? How is this mine? Oh my word. How is this mine? How is this mine? How did this happen? She is stunning, y'all. Stunning. How did such a beautiful thing come to be in my possession? Oh my word. Look at those hands. They're just gorgeous. Let's see if I can, I'm gonna have to, oh, I might be able to shimmy this one off. No. I'm gonna clip it off carefully like I did with the other one, because I don't want to clip those beautiful clothes. But wow, just jeepers, man. Wow. Wow. This is unreal. Okay, I'm just gonna go like try to clip down through here and see what happens. I mean, obviously not haphazardly, but I'm ready to reveal her. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at her outfit. Is that not stunning? And they do work with someone else that does their outfits for them. But is that not? They kind of ask you, like, what do you have in mind for an outfit? And you can look at other things that they've done, and you can kind of say, they don't ever repeat a design, because they just don't. Everything is one of a kind, so they don't repeat designs. But you can say, like, I really like the design of this and the color of this. So if you can do something, you know, kind of in that ballpark. And that's what I told them. I wanted like the strawberry kind of blonde hair color, and then I love the seafoam green, sort of pea green almost colors that I've seen them do with outfits, and then like the way the face is painted with those green eyes. Oh my word, just stunning. I feel like I'm performing surgery here. This must be what a surgeon feels like when they're they're performing surgery on a person. Scalpel, please. I need to remove the bubble wrap from my art doll. Thanks. Oh man. Okay, really careful around this point. And I don't know who I don't know if the Lutsenkos actually make the shoes themselves. I'm guessing that they do, because their shoes are, I love. Each pair of shoes is one of a kind. Look at that pair. Look at the shoe. Each pair of shoes is one of a kind. That's something that's just like, sorry, I'm moving all over the place trying to get her unwrapped here. Oh my gosh, just look at that leg. Look at the shape of that leg, the way it's sculpted, how beautiful it looks. Jeez, I love it. I love the way that leg, I love the muscle. Like, I I'm gonna say something that might sound a little weird, and I don't mean for it to. I have a friend that her leg muscles look like that, like when she walks. She's got really long legs, and when she walks, you can see that leg muscle, and I always thought, I wish I had leg muscles like that. And this doll has that, like, she really does. Like, and if you're wondering if you're that friend, Lindsay, it's you. So anyway, yeah, I just think it's really cool how they sculpted that muscle, because I don't know, I've just always thought that's always a muscle I wanted to show in my legs. But I have short little legs that don't have a lot of muscle showing, so just say that. Let's see. Performing surgery on the other leg now to remove it. Or it's like if you broke your leg and you were getting it removed. I've never broken knock on wood, I've never broken anything, but like when they remove a cast, it's probably something like this. Okay, oh my gosh. She is just, and I haven't even put her wig on yet. We got to open her wig still and put that on. So I'm wondering if she stands on her own. Obviously, I'm going to be very careful with this process because this is just, and she will stand on her own. I'm not going to leave her standing on her own again because that would be very ill-advised. But oh my gosh, the way that the joints move is just so smooth. It's just so smooth. They just kind of like roll, and they're all suede. I mean, this is the perfect example of like an art doll from head to toe. Just everything's so smooth. They move, gosh, so smoothly. The elbows, the same thing. Everything just is, it's so smooth. And then she's got a, and you can hear the springs in there because with porcelain they do, you know, you have metal springs. All right, so let's get the wig on. I'm just gonna kind of cut the wig out of the top of this because here we go. And it is stuck in the bag a little bit. It's got zip locked into the bag, there we go. And they put a magnet inside the wig. And I love this strawberry blonde color. And let's put it on her. And then tease her bangs out a little. And my gosh, look at her. Would you just look? She is massive too. Like they have two sizes in the porcelain dolls. I went for the bigger size. I can't remember what the other size is. It's probably closer to their resin size. But I wanted the big size and I'm so glad I went with it. She is just, I haven't seen anything like this before. Like there's no equal to this. She's stunning. I'm gonna turn her just a little bit, just give you like a 360 also so I can get a little view of her face again because I'm showing her to you guys and oh my gosh. I don't even know where. Oh wow. I'm just thinking like where am I gonna even display her? I'll figure it out. I always do, right? But wow. So what I want to do, I'm going to put her on her stand, and I want to show you comparison to her resin sister that I have. So let's see. I need to push her stand in a little bit more. They make their own stands and they coat them in suede, like the metal at the top, they coat it in suede so it doesn't damage the doll. So you can kind of see how that's constructed there. Let me push it down a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So I've got her on her stand, nice and sturdy. And then I've got her resin sister just off camera. So we'll bring her in and show you like the difference. And so you can see the color and the coloring is very similar. Wow, next to each other, they really look different in size. And the stands are the same height. So you can see like how different the height is on them. Wow, that is incredible. But I'm pretty sure I had already ordered her and then I got offered this one and she was just stunning. Like she's so stunning. Oh my gosh, I'd love to have a few more in resin and a few more in porcelain, but I probably won't just because of the cost and the expense, but gosh, they're so stunning. Wow, just look at her. But yeah, they could be like, well, not sisters because the proportions are off, but you know what I mean. Like they're from the same kind of like, they have the same look. I'm gonna turn around and look at them myself because I actually haven't looked at them side by side. But yeah, they're very similar in, wow. They're just incredible. Like, if you're gonna say, wow. Wow, I love them. I love them. Wow, they're just so stunning. So stunning. All right, so that is the Porcelain 48 centimeter Lutsenko doll. And just, I don't even know. Am I speechless? I don't know. I've been talking this whole time, so I think saying I'm speechless wouldn't be right, but she's just stunning. She's just so gorgeous. Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty. All right, guys, I will leave the artist information below. I actually contacted them. I think they have on their Instagram their email address, so you can contact them if you want to place an order. They do take orders for resin and porcelain. It is a long wait. You do have to pay. I believe I paid PayPal, friends and family, and it's kind of, you know, people tell you never do that. So don't do it if you have to understand the risks when you do something like that, right? It's the same thing with the Poupées sisters or any of these fashion doll folks that make you wire them money. When you have to wire money to somebody, you have no protection on that either. So PayPal, friends and family is sort of the same. So I'm just putting that out there so that you know. I did pay friends and family PayPal, but I did receive it because these artists take their craft very seriously and they don't want to damage their reputation in any way. So anyway, just so you know, that's kind of how you pay and how you commission to get a doll made. So I'll leave that information below, but I am just absolutely so thrilled. If Anastasia and Sergey ever watch this, thank you so much for creating such beautiful dolls and sharing them with the world. I think they are just the top of the top echelon of gorgeous art fashion dolls. They're just stunning, and I can't wait to like play a little bit more with her and like kind of sit with her and move her around and just get to study her and enjoy her, because that's part of the wonderful thing about these dolls, is getting to study and enjoy them like in the kind of quiet time at your house when you're sitting around. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.
I want to say a huge thank you to my patrons from Patreon: Lindsay S., Leah W., Doreen Z., Janice H., Mercedes W., Cindy K., Bear Sunflower, Diane B., Kelly L., Shorna R., Stephanie W., Shalane C., Penny P., Louisa's Knickknacks, Marty G., and Lynn. Your support means so much to me and helps me continue bringing you great dolly content. For more information on how you can become a supporter of this channel, check the link in the video description. Thank you.